Hey, I'm going to do a follow-up with ripening tomatoes that aren't ripening on the vine. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. I came out here last week and harvested a bunch of tomatoes. They were still green. None of my tomatoes had ripened yet, so I kind of did something to help ripen them. I picked all the green tomatoes I could find. Like this one isn't quite ripe yet. So let me show you what I did and the result of what I did. Let's go into the greenhouse. Yeah, though some of these tomatoes did ripen on the vine a week later, I'm going to go ahead and set them out, let them ripen up a little bit. But these, let me show you what I did with a bunch of these. So those of you who watched the last episode on this, I came in the greenhouse with a basket full of green tomatoes, yep. And I placed them in brown paper bags. And in one paper bag I put a banana, and in another paper bag I put an apple to help speed up the ripening process. Enclosed in a brown paper bag in a warm environment, which is the greenhouse is the warmest environment I could think of that I have available to me. And the reason why you put this other fruit in there, the banana and apple, they produce ethylene. And ethylene is a chemical that's emitted to speed up the ripening process. So look at these. I still have some green tomatoes in here, but look what the banana did. Look at all those ripe tomatoes ready to start canning. I still have some green tomatoes, so we're going to leave those. And let's look at what the apple one did. Same thing. The apple ripened a bunch of tomatoes. So now I have loads of ripe tomatoes to start canning, and I'll process those coming up. I'll just add this to my basket of tomatoes I have here and place this other one in the bag with the green tomatoes. Let's pull these ripe tomatoes out. And of course the ones that are rotten, I'm putting in the worm bin and letting the worms have their way with them. In the meantime, I can process these. I might just make a whole bunch of salsa because I do have onions in the garden. And I'll harvest those along with some other ingredients and make some homemade salsa. Yeah, all kinds of tomatoes. There's more that ripened in a week than there were that didn't ripen. And of course, the ones that don't ripen, the green tomatoes, you know what? Last year, I think I just made a bunch of green salsa with those tomatoes. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do with different foods and different stages of ripeness. Ever heard of fried green tomatoes? I kind of like that movie that was kind of interesting with Kathy Bates. Okay, we're going to leave these in here with that apple for a while, and we're just going to let it... Oh, here's the apple. We're just going to let it ripen some more. So, that's it. A whole basket full of ripe tomatoes. Well, I'm Jerry Hanson, your host, with a helpful homestead tip for ripening your food from the garden. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Also, give us a thumbs up, like the show, click that share button. Sharing our videos on your social media platforms really helps promote the channel. That's the least I ask of you guys to help us promote the channel. And remember, always be safe and always be kind, especially in these trying times we're going through right now. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. You can't get flavor like this from a grocery store. This is what it's meant to be, right here.